What is going on? Today we have the developer behind the Koda Token, Koda cryptocurrency. His name is James, and we're going to put him in the hot seat. We're going to grill him for questions. We're going to see if he's a trustworthy individual that we could spend our hard-earned money and time into investing his project. We want to see if Koda is an investment that we could probably, we could take seriously, or is it another rug pull or a scam? This video will help you make that decision. Look, my name is Aaron. If you're new to this channel, I'm on a journey to one Bitcoin. I'm a brand new crypto investor, okay? I am not your financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm a cowboy. I give cowboy advice, all right? So I don't want you suing me or none of that nonsense. I've got a little lizard brain, gorilla arms, and diamond hands exploring the wild west of cryptocurrency. If you want to join me and a whole bunch of other cowboys in this journey, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell for any updated content, and of course, if you are a generous person, you want to help us grow this channel, give us a like button. I'd really, really appreciate it. I'm super grateful for every viewer that is on here. Now, before you understand, before we get into the interview, I have to help you understand. Look, I am a brand new crypto investor just like you, and I do research by YouTubers just like you, except there's a whole bunch of YouTubers, not all of them, but a lot of them, who get paid to promote these coins, and they don't even care about the coin. They do a terrible job promoting the coin. And these developers are paying the money, and they're frustrated with these other guys. And they're like, yo, they had no energy. They read the website. They didn't even know what they were talking about. And so what I decided to do was, as my platform grew, these guys would come to me, and I'd be like, hey, dude, I'm doing the whole song and dance for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you need me to do? And they're like, yeah, we just want to give an honest shot. And so I said, hey, let's interview you. It's a 3-win approach. 1, the developers can speak with insight and energy about their project. 2, I get compensated, and I get to interview someone who I want to know, like, hey, are you someone I could trust? And 3, you and I get the best due diligence research that we can on any given project. And you could imagine all these projects are coming to me. Dude, like more than 90% of them don't want to show their face. I have to turn them down because I'm like, you're not going to fully dox yourself. This is ridiculous. It's a waste of my time. Except for the Koda Token developer. His name is James. We want to welcome James into the hot seat. We want to grill him, ask him questions. We need to know. We need to shake him. We need to say, hey, are you someone we can trust? So James, you are in the hot seat.
Hi guys, great to be here. I'm really enjoying the energy, Aaron. So yeah, let's do this.
Bro, I've got a lot of energy because there's, we need to, cryptocurrency is the future. We need to know if you're someone we could trust. So let's just, before we get into even your project, I want to get into who you are. Who is James from Koda? What's your origin story, backstory coming into this project?
Yeah, cool. So I'm a businessman. I've been a businessman since I was 22 years old, and I'm 33 years old now. So I set up a company called JG Pest Control back when I was 22 in 2010. It's one of the biggest pest control companies in the UK now. So that's where I've made my money. That's allowed me to back cryptocurrency, to back my project. It's how I got into cryptocurrency, was because I had the money to gamble. I guess that's what I was doing beforehand. Trading, putting it into other cryptos, to tokens. And things like that, and my interest grew, and I fell in love very quickly with cryptocurrency. Now at JG Pest Control, my role developed from, so I managed the team. I do the very top level sort of business strategy and planning. Marketing, that's a massive part of what I've done for all these years. And then my main role in the last couple of years has been developing the software systems, so the database and stuff that's behind JG Pest Control. So that runs it gives people the jobs, it gives our technicians the jobs, it gives the customer their reports, update information, a bit like how Uber does when you order an Uber car, and it will say we're 20 minutes away and what have you. So I built all that. I had a couple of developers who helped me. The bottom line is, it gave me the skills, so the management skills, the marketing skills, and the software development skills that I didn't realize, but really transfer well into cryptocurrency.
Gotcha.
And that's why I fell in love with it.
So you're a serial entrepreneur, and you started a pest control company, which you take the proceeds from. You made your wealth there, and you now are pushing that into cryptocurrency because you just fell in love with it. And then you started, in software, developing software with other developers, managing and marketing. And now that's what the skill set you're bringing into the Koda token. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, tell me a little bit about Koda Token, and let's get to right to the project. What's it about? What's it seeking to accomplish? Give me the heart behind it.
Yeah, so Koda Token is the token that I created on my own. So this is before I got other developers involved. We've now got a development team of four developers who are working on some of our apps behind the scenes. The first of which is Summit Swap. So it's going to be a swap website with a difference, which we can sort of come on to later on. But right now I'll explain that the business behind it is called Summit BC. So it's Summit Better Crypto. Now, my idea for Summit Better Crypto came from when I was trading in cryptocurrency. So I was putting large sums of money into a few of the bigger tokens at the start.
How big is large?
Bitcoin.
How big is large sums of money?
At one point, I had £100,000, so that's what $120,000 in Dogecoin on its own. At the point where Elon Musk tweeted, and it went up 30 grand in about an hour. Wow. So that was interesting. But then the next day, it dropped down to about 80, and then I was like, that's coming out now. So. Yeah, so that was just one token. One coin. So bearing in mind, I was messing around with some of the much smaller projects that are just coming about and made lots of mistakes in these trades. Learned a hell of a lot doing it because I had the money, and I'm a gambler in terms of business. If the risk is there and I can see that there's a reward, I'm all in, and that's just the way.
You see a bigger reward than you see smaller risk.
I do. Yeah, always have done. I put my life on the line to get the reward, and that's just the way that I am. So I was doing it in crypto and seeing, I remember when Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live, and obviously it didn't live up to the expectations, and somebody created one of these scam coins that I didn't realize, and it was called Elon Warrior or some crap like this. And I put $1,000 into it and just thought, wow, this could go somewhere. And I mean, within a matter of minutes or something, it was gone, right? So for me, I thought, well, but why? Why is it that easy to do? If I'm able to just throw money away like that, why? Obviously, I've just 18. I haven't done my research at that point, but this was me still learning. And I just got to the point where I was like, well, there should be some safeguards in place. People should know. You can go on the trading platforms. No one's telling you the research. You've got to do quite a lot behind the scenes to work out what's wrong and how to protect yourself. So then I started to do all that research and built up a real, base of information that I could then I felt I could rely on. And then ever since then, it's been a snowball of learning and obviously starting this business and building this project. So now Summit Swap is around building a trustworthy platform. So similar to sort of pancake swap. We're building a platform that has like a trust model built into it. So like a whitelisting feature whereby we can say, right, look, this is the score of this token who's applied to us. We've whitelisted them because we believe that they're more trustworthy than perhaps another one, for example. So there's that sort of stuff that we're trying to build into it. And Koda is the native token. Koda is what is going to be, you're going to be able to pair against Koda on the website. Koda is what is the native token in a similar way to sort of like how the other exchanges have a token.
So before I want to dive into Summit Swap, but just really quick, you said you had multiple apps that are developing. Do you have 4 apps that are developing, or how many apps do you have?
Sorry, we've got 4 developers currently working on Summit Swap.
So let's dive into Summit Swap. So you said that you're developing a trust model, and it's like you guys believe that these are good tokens. I've got a couple problems with that. One, how do you? What is your criteria? Do you audit these things?
Yes. So
what happens?
Yeah. So there's a number of things. So I work very closely with Cryptex, which is a CRX token, and these guys are auditors. They provide an auditing service through HashX, for example. So they actually look into the tokens code and they pull out any potential code that could be used to rug pull effectively. So they look at any vulnerabilities within the code, provide you that information, and they'll publish it basically. So it's like a protective audit, I guess. Now with CRX, Cryptex, they provide lock-in function. So if you put into a token a level of liquidity, which is what happened with this one that or one of the ones that I failed with, you put in an amount of liquidity so you can buy the token. Then one of the developers could come in and just take the liquidity out if it's not locked. So Cryptex provide this function to lock it. So what I'm looking to do is to intertwine Cryptex into our system, whereby we can not only check whether they're locked, but lock their tokens through Cryptex. So within our website, and rather than us just saying, right, so somebody comes to us and says, I want to put our token on your website, and we go, great, what's it called? Let's have a look into it. We don't just say, no, this is a scam token. We say, right, at the moment, we can't back your token. What we suggest you doing is lock your liquidity, for example. So that would be one of the things. So if we can say, right, there's locked liquidity, there's no risk of the liquidity disappearing overnight.
Gotcha.
That's a way to build up your trust.
Okay.
Similarly,
no, sorry, go ahead. No, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, I was going to say similarly with developer tokens. So when you create a token, you get an amount of tokens that you can have to distribute users, business funds, however you want to use them. And there's multiple tokens out there that just have them sitting in a wallet. Now, one is they may have no intention to pull them out and take all the value out of the token, but just sitting there, it's insecure. You know, if somebody did get hold of that wallet, they could then take it out. So Cryptex have got this other side to it where they lock. So I'm pumping Cryptex. I'm a massive fan, like I say, but they actually lock the team tokens as well, and they can release them, like say in a year, 2 years, however long. So if you believe in your project, you lock your team tokens. So for example, with Koda, we've locked ours, and they get released over the a year to 4 years, 4-year period, and then you decide whether you lock them again or not. So all of this is the sort of things that we look into with Summit Swap, and we're building this trust model that will give you a score and break down. It's almost like a pre-audit, I guess, but it tells you the things that really stick out and are relatively easy to find, but across a multitude of sources we put into one place. You're still trading at your own risk. Cryptocurrency is a risk, but we're just trying to get rid of those ones that are literally there just to set up to cause damage.
So let me see if I could map out the process here. So let's just say I create a token called the Lizard Brain token, and this is in the works in the future, so that's why I'm saying it, right? I want to go to Summit Swap and be like, hey James, I just created this Lizard Brain token. Can you list this on your swap?
Yeah.
And you say, look, we only list people who have the stamp of approval from HashX, Cryptex, that hey, you were audited by HashX and you have your liquidity locked by Cryptex. And then so you have to go back over there or use my affiliate link or something to go through them, and then once you have that, then come back to me, and then we'll list you.
It's we're not saying you have to go with HashX and you have to go with Cryptex. Okay. They're just an example of a platform where you can do this that I'm a big fan of, that we use. I've got very good links in with them, and I'm 100% promoting their project because I totally believe in it. There are other ones that we would take into consideration as well.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Certic, and there are other auditing firms. There are other lock-in firms as well. It's not just about I'm only taking you on if you're with Cryptex, but it's a good start. So there's a lot of other things on there, a lot of other things to look out for as well, and we will actually provide a bit, I guess, like CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko and all these tracking sites do, but it's pulling those bits of data in at the same time. Because you'd find if you get why do people buy tokens in the early days with more risk? Because they think it's going to give more reward, right? So you don't look into it as much, and you just find a contract address and think, right, this could be the next thing, and you ape in, and this is what happens out there. This is how they're throwing away their money. So with Pancake Swap, for example, you put it in there, it looks like any other token pretty much. With our model, it's going to say, right, look, warning, if you're going to trade this now, this is not whitelisted, we don't recommend you proceed, sort of thing. Whereas if it is a whitelisted one, if somebody wants to come to us and prove that they're trustworthy, then our users have got that.
Gotcha.
That strength behind.
So back to the your vetting process, your credibility. You want people to be audited, not necessarily by one particular company, but audited and lock liquidity. Is that your Is that the?
That's not the only things, but this is what we're going to deliver. I'm not going to say you have to be audited
Okay.
to be on Summit Swap, but it's going to say this firm is or
Oh, you're gonna
this
be.
token.
Oh, you're gonna be transparent with it. You're gonna say like, "Hey, we'll list you, but this is
Yeah.
audited. This is not audited." So you're gonna have.
It's a, you're a decentralized exchange effectively. So you're allowing token trading, but if you're whitelisted, there's another example. It's of a site that I'm quite a big fan of, which is 1inch. They do a similar sort of thing, but they're an aggregator. So they take liquidity from loads of different places. They have a whitelisting model too, in effect. Ours is going to be a lot stronger, a much more in-depth version of that, and hopefully, you'll see when it comes out the strength and the power behind it. And I think it's going to make the real tokens, the real projects, really want to be on our platform. Anyone can go and trade on pancake swap, for example. Not anyone can just come and be whitelisted on Summit Swap. So it's taking it to that next level. It's that safety net.
Yeah. So what do you mean by that? Not everyone can be whitelisted on Summit Swap.
Well, because if you've got your liquidity isn't locked, for example, and you've got massive team wallets, we're not going to whitelist you.
Gotcha.
You can come onto you can technically you'll be able to trade with all the warning flags, but I mean, who in the right mind is going to do that?
Oh,
Right?
I think I'm misunderstanding you. So like you are willing to list a token on Summit Swap that doesn't have their liquidity locked. But as far as auditing, you'll see like a checkbox, like hey.
Yes, you're gonna have a report effectively on there to say information about this. So like any token, if you've got a smart contract that carries out trades, yeah, so that's what's one token for another token. All you need is a contract address, and if there's liquidity, you can trade. So we're not stopping you from doing it, but if you've got a red flag saying warning, look into this token more, then that's still your own choice. I can't stop people. If people want to be stupid, people might know something that I don't. They might trust a token that isn't.
Right.
Doesn't look trustworthy today, but it might be tomorrow, and they just want to get in early. Who knows?
Yeah, I think this is a great idea. Honestly, there's so many scams out there. You and I have both been scammed before. There's so many rug pulls. Someone if you're watching this, you've probably been scammed before, especially in this market. Here's the thing, though. I just understand it in this way. When Snapchat came out, it had this cool feature of like telling stories and stuff like that. But then Instagram, who is a bigger monster in the space, took that same feature and added to Instagram, the Snapchat and so Snapchat's market share like kind of just died out. What is preventing you from being that Snapchat? Like you've got this great idea to like, hey, add these little like a report or like these little check boxes or however it looks like on Summit Swap. What's preventing like? How are you still going to differentiate if like Pancake Swap or Google or Goose Finance, like they do that, or Uniswap, they do that. Like what is it? If it's just one feature, I'm like, how is that? They could just take it.
No.
What is it more? Is there anything else that you could say like, hey, this is different?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give away too much at this point because we're not, we're not at the point where we're setting Summit Swap live until the end of Q2, and we're just we're about 50 days in at the moment. So for that reason, for the exact reasons that you're talking about, we don't want to give away everything right now, but I can tell you we're developing cross-chain functionality. So therefore it's not just like Uniswap or just like PancakeSwap, which is a single chain. On top of that, we've got a team of 45 people now working here. This isn't just a small operation. This isn't a single developer. We're backed by JG Pest Control, which is a multi-million-pound business in terms of the funds that I'm putting in here. And the reason why we're growing Koda holders and some of the really exciting stuff that perhaps we'll do on our next video, Aaron, next month, is all about the Koda community and keeping these guys in and how they can grow their wealth because this token and project has real utility. But let's put it this way, the more Koda holders we have, the more people are going to use Summit Swap in the first place. That's how you get the traction. So, if you've got a swap site, it's all about how many people use it. It doesn't matter how bad the swap site is. If everyone uses it, it's the top swap site, right? Same thing what happened with Snapchat. Instagram might not have been as good at the start, but they said, right, we're going to take it on because we've got all the user base. They've taken it all away. And, people still use Snapchat
For sure.
at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, you're just trying to take a bite out of the market share. So I totally get that. You're not.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you're talking massive
Especially
numbers
if
for
we
something
believe
like
crypto is
pancake
going
swap.
to
So,
grow and expand. Look, I totally understand this. I'm not
I'll,
irrelevant to
I'll tell you,
Snapchat for sure.
no, no, no. I'll tell you another thing, which is absolutely huge. I mean, we're based in London. We're here. We're a docs office. We've got a face. These other companies don't have a face. We've got this community that's unreal because this is UK based in London. You can come and meet us. You can come and see us. We've got a massive rocket on the front of our building, and we've got this absolutely beautiful, like Google-esque
Yeah,
office, right? Um, and it hasn't been done before here. So we've got this first mover in the UK. So we're going to take the UK by storm and then go through Europe. And I've got plans for us to have our office sort of duplicated and put
awesome,
into New York, hopefully
awesome.
next year. So the expansion plans are huge. This isn't just a developer in the bedroom. This is a proper
Awesome.
powerhouse
So
business here.
so my question was, hey, how is it differentiated if your only idea is taken? And you said, look, there's more down the pipe, but we've got a massive team
Yeah.
of 45. We've got a first mover advantage in UK primarily, and we've got a face to it. And we're it's the I think the most powerful thing you said is that we're a community. There's no pancake swap community, and there could be a growing Coda community. So I really like the community aspect of it. It seems like more involved for Coda. So
Let-
yeah, I buy that. That makes sense.
Let's for the community thing, for example, tonight. So it's over here. It's 4:30 in the afternoon now. At 6:30, we've got an investor evening started. So that's all of our. We invite people physically
Cool.
to our office. So a lot of our early investors, some of the really big wallets and stuff, they're coming in today to meet the team, to have a few cocktails, feel the vibe, and it just shows the real. It's that
Yeah.
whole trust thing again. It's like you can physically come and feel and touch the business, then you know you can trust the business, and I'm all for that. I'm all for people, community. I mean, we did a burn yesterday of I did it live on a YouTube stream, and there was $26 million worth of tokens that I burnt live, and it just shows that's something
Yeah.
which you don't really see. I think,
Awesome.
and people love that. And I mean, on top of that, you can see the strength of the brand because I mean, this is the new branding which
That's
I wanted to
nice.
show off
Yeah.
on the video today. Our new website that's gone live on Friday, which is today. It's going live like now. I think it's just gone live, but this video's coming out a couple of days later, right? But it's big, and all of our branding. See all this stuff here. It's all hand drawn
Awesome.
by artists, so it's none of
Yeah.
it's like stock photos. Like a lot of the other websites, anyone can go onto iStock, choose some photos, build a nice website. What we've done is put real hard blood, sweat, and tears into this, and it's all around the community and our core values, which is TEE, so it's trust, education, and ease of use. Obviously, we spoke a lot about trust today, but the other two parts of this is education and ease of use. That sort of comes through with the
Yeah.
Summit
So
swap
the
as
ease of
well.
use is important because the cryptocurrency, like user functionality, intuitiveness. You know what I mean? So that's especially for new people who are like, dude, it took
Yeah.
me like 4 years to learn pancakes. Not 4 years, okay, but like a long time to learn pancakes. So I was like, I still don't freaking understand this thing. So yeah, the ease of use is very very important, and I love that you have like 4 developers, 40 team of 45. So yeah, and honestly, I really do love the community. That answer is exactly what I think what helps me satisfies that need for sure. Now, you said one last question on Summit Swap, and then I'd like to move on. What did you say is down the pipe? I know you said you can't say what you've got for Summit Swap, but give me like a little teaser. Like this is why we're here, right? Give us a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay. All right. So I mean,
Yeah.
you put me on the spot, aren't you? Right. So right, TEE, which I just mentioned. Okay. Everything we do is around TEE. So everything within Summit Swap, trust, education, and ease of use, and all three of those points are hit very, very heavily. So in terms of ease of use, there's massive upgrades on the likes of pancake swap and some of the other platforms. For education, I set out at the start with Koda to crypto the uncryptoed, I call it. Yeah. So people who are not into cryptocurrency, we get into cryptocurrency. So this is through education. So we have guest speakers, we have training lessons, we have all of these things within Koda, within Summit Swap. That resonates there as well. So it's people who might not, at the moment, if you've got to get on an exchange, buy some BNB, get it in a wallet, get onto pancake swap, and then once you're on pancake swap, you still got to set the slippage, and you don't know what that means, and all this stuff on there as well. I mean, let's put it this way: I've taught half of my community to date already, who were on crypto before, and that's why we're thriving already. Summit Swap's going to just break that down. It's going to be so much easier, and it's going to make so much more sense. I think even the name Pancake Swap, right? If you're not into cryptocurrency, you go to a website, Pancake Swap.
Food.
What do you think what are you doing? You're buying some food? I don't know. Yeah, is it another takeaway site? I don't know. Is it? Who knows? Yeah, yeah, exactly, right. So this is where we're different, and it's hopefully a lot more obvious for people. That the feedback we're getting from the community is
okay.
Yeah, this is
you
what
don't
we
have
want.
to confirm or deny, but I'm getting a sense that you're going to develop an app here, a phone app. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, that's what it seemed like. It seemed like ease of use, education. It's where, because PancakeSwap doesn't have its own phone app, so I'm just kind of sensing that process.
Yeah, so the community know that already, but yeah, your viewers probably don't. But yeah, so we've got a decentralized app, which is a similar sort of thing to PancakeSwap, but then we have an actual iOS and Android version as well.
It's funny you mentioned PancakeSwap, really like the name. What is behind the name Koda?
Right, so this was a Koda came to me. So I was thinking of the name for it for a while, and it's actually, the Koda token is actually called Summit Koda Token. Yeah, so okay. Summit being the parent, the company, the creator behind it. Koda is a futuristic dog, which is where the logo comes from.
Okay.
Now this is actually being developed over in the US, I think. This futuristic type dog is like an actual robot thing, and because of the hype and
it's a robot dog.
Yeah. And the popularity of dogs in the cryptocurrency world, I guess a couple of months ago. That's why I thought it's got a link in there. I'm not gonna. We're trying to attract these tokens to be trustworthy and come to us. So it just linked. It just came from there. Okay. As soon as we had the idea, I was like, "That's it. That's the one. It's Koda." And
awesome.
I don't even see it as that anymore. It's our brand now.
Interesting. So it's like you came up with it as like kind of like fun, like, hey, this is a futuristic dog, and then it's like so morphed into like its own meaning for you that it's just, hey, this is the Project Koda.
Massively. I mean, look, my other company is called JG Pest Control, right? Pest control company. JG is my name, James Gale. It's not seen as that anymore. JG is a brand in the UK, and it's weird. I hear JG, and I'm looking outside, and I can see all the JG vans, and I'm like, it's the meaning of that changed. It changed massively, and with now with Koda, That's the first time I've thought about when I named it since you've just mentioned it.
Yeah, you seemed a little hesitant to share that with me.
Oh yeah, honestly, I was thinking, where did I get Koda from? And then you've
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm about it. I love. I mean, what is the name Starbucks anyway? You know what I mean? Until someone attributes meaning to that name, or absolutely. Apple, right? Until someone. I get it.
We made an anagram of it, and it was King of the Alts. That was at the start. That was one of the guys who I first sort of told about the project, and they set up our Telegram page. But we've now changed it to Koda Cryptocurrency on there. But yeah,
got it. Okay, so you said you were developing 2 apps. The first one was Summit.
So we're developing. So the idea behind Summit Better Crypto is to continually develop apps and make cryptocurrency a safer and a better place for everybody. So It's not about a fixed, right, our project Summit Swap and then it ends. We have multiple apps in the pipeline. The one I was hearing to that we've started the specifications for, I can't share. It's too confidential at the moment. So maybe next month you can ask me then.
Why do you bring this up? Why do you say I'm going to say something but I can't share it? It doesn't make sense.
I've shared a lot today,
I know you have, and I'm grateful. And you're gonna earn. I'm 100%. If you're sharing more, you're gonna earn more trust, more buyers in.
Yeah.
But at least say if you're gonna bring something up, at least say like a little bit about it, right? Hey, we got this cool secret project, but I can't share it with you. What the?
Yeah, but this is all the FOMO, right? This is what people gets people in. This is what people want to see. This is what people want to hear, and they need to check in Telegram. And do you know what else they need to do, Aaron? They need to see your next video where I might give some more information on that.
I'm about it. Links are in the description once this comes out. But hey, look, we're here now. What is a problem you see? And just talk to me about why are you doing this? Help me out to understand like a little bit of your frustrations in crypto and how are you looking to attack that with Koda and
so part of Summit Swap is we're developing a reward token. So this is it's another token called Koda Apex. It's a little sister of Koda, which hasn't been released yet.
Okay.
But you're going to be able to stake Koda on Summit Swap and provide liquidity and stuff like this. And there's lots of ways to earn Capex rewards. So that's going to be sort of like how you earn on some of the other swap sites. You earn
like cake or something like that, like pooling and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we're going to do that sort of thing. And the idea going forwards long term is that we can take cryptocurrency to the next step. At the moment you can go and trade cryptocurrency and people have fun doing it, and people see it. Some people see it as a gambling thing. Some people see it as a long-term investment thing. I want people to be able to go down to the shop and buy something with Koda in the UK. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to see.
Adoption.
So we've got an amazing support of within our community now. People have told me, I've got electricians with it on their website. I've got it on my pest control website already. We accept Koda. I've got pubs down the road. The community's wanting to do it. Making it easy to do is a different ball game. So maybe that's a little hint to what we're going to be developing in the future.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So that's cool. You want Koda adoption in like real world use case scenarios, like just paying in currency and stuff.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
That sounds great. That's all I want. I just want a little idea. Honestly, everyone has that idea. So your way of executing on that idea is you could keep that secret, no problem. I'm not gonna grill you for that. I will say this though, it's just an interesting conversation that we're having, because isn't it just like a sad state or exciting state of crypto, the Wild West, that look, things can be swiped and copied so quickly, and like you have to be able to like release in proper terms. Otherwise, some developer is going to copy this, they're going to fork it, and they're going to try to get to first mover before you. It's just, and then they're going to do a bad job, and then no one trusts your project because it's crazy out here. Could you speak a little bit to how you're protecting the community from these scams? I know that your Summit Swap is already doing that, or aiming to do that. But talk to me about your heart here, about how you feel about the scammy nature of crypto in general. Because if I could kind of peer into that, then I could see where you're coming from with all these different attempts to make things more trustworthy, better education, and easier to use.
Yeah, I think education is the main part of that with scamming. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you're not going to get scammed anywhere near as easily, are you? I think one of the real disappointing things for me since we've launched Koda was because we are aiming at these uncryptoed, so these people who haven't been in cryptocurrency before. They are going based on what. I mean, they're diving in. They want to be involved. They're seeing the light, or what I see as the light with cryptocurrency. Maybe the laser eyes they're seeing, but they're jumping in and they don't understand quite what they're doing sometimes. So I think I underestimated the amount of education that they needed from the start. And we've got to the point now where we're covering it really well. But people at the start were giving away their seed phrases, logging their seed phrases into like scam websites, giving their seed phrases over on like Telegram chats. I mean, honestly, it is. I've sat there really quite down about it. Where I'll get blamed. Somebody will come to me and say, "Well, you could have protected me." And I've said, all we've said from word go is, do not give out your seed phrase to anybody. It's the equivalent of giving your bank card and your PIN number and having no limit on your bank account, right?
Yes.
And people still do it. Yeah.
Crazy.
People I've got a guy upstairs, one of my JG employees, who did it, and I was, I'm pulling my hair out, and I can't. So, but then what do? We learn from those mistakes, right? We've now got the safeguards in place. We're teaching people in Telegram. I mean, if you mention scam in Telegram, you've got like an information message that reply a bot that comes back to you, tells you exactly right. Do not accept a DM from anybody. You know, I mean, it's quite common across some of the other coins and stuff as well. I know, but it's really important that people know. And these scammers are clever. You've got to remember, these scammers are developers. And they'll learn ways around things as well.
They're clever. They're brilliant. I mean, if they spend all their energy on like legit projects, we would be so much further as the cryptocurrency industry for sure. I've got a question for you. Something I like what you said. One of your missions is to crypto the uncryptoed. I love it so much. Actually, I might take it if you don't mind. I'm just gonna start saying it.
That's a trademark.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, I'm just boom scam. Boom. Give me that.
All credits.
All credit. No problem. I like it. And my question is, so I've been thinking down the same road. I've been thinking like, hey, crypto is like, it is the future. I firmly believe it. I know you do. I know everyone in crypto believes that the future financial things of the world will be, created on blockchain by crypto. That being said, there is a gap between so there's like, I see different stages, like someone who has no idea about crypto, someone who knows they should invest in crypto because all their friends are talking about it, or some people are talking about it, but they don't know, or they can't cross that line. So what is your approach to those people, to educate those people? What's your...
I've got a really good view on this, and I think the docs, the whole docs office, and my reputation, and the fact that I've got this business behind me already has been the difference to certainly the community that we've got already. And now it's word of mouth. So, for example, my dad would never have dreamed of being in cryptocurrency beforehand. I've got all of my family who, that's how it starts. It's your family and your close friends, but beyond that, it goes to their family and their close friends. And this is the thing. It's a long-term build-out from there. So you pass on your education. This is how the whole world works, right? And that's why, in the UK, we've only got about 4% of people into cryptocurrency. So think about the rest of that market where we can pass this through. My granddad's 92 or 91 or 92 years old, and I had this conversation with him the other day, and he's like massively interested. I said, I don't think I can teach you pancake swap yet, granddad, but he's got really good views on it, And if somebody of that age, he couldn't use Facebook or anything like that, but he understands the value of cryptocurrency. So it's coming, and I think it is just a case of projects getting out there and telling more people. And I think you can only really do that if you're showing your face. If you see a project online and that's all you ever see, then you can't really learn. If you can't hear it from somebody you trust, then you're not going to take that step over the line, are you? Right? Everyone's heard that you can make loads of money in cryptocurrency. Everyone goes, oh yeah, but I don't understand it. It goes in my head. That's as far as it goes. I took it to the next step, and then I realized how, the potential of it, and shared that information with everybody else. And then because of their trust in me, it goes further and then passes on through and through. So you can see my kids. I've got a little. She's nearly 2, and I've got a 5-year-old son and an 11-year-old son. Now my 11-year-old stepson, actually, he is like so intrigued by it all already. Yeah, these kids are gonna grow up, and cryptocurrency is gonna be their life. They're not gonna know bank cards. Right, so people have got to get on board with it. Our generation need to get on board with it because our kids
They might not even own a bank. Right? They might not even be part of a bank.
Yeah, they're just going to look back at films and go, "Oh my god, what was that?" And it was cash and fiat and and bank cards and banks and bankers. Yeah, who knows?
That'd be amazing. So, look, I'm gonna. I think we've covered a lot. I want to leave a question here. Is there anything that we haven't covered that you want to bring up? Anything that is just sitting in your gut that you need to say, hey, we didn't cover this and I would like to cover this?
Maybe that it's coming home. Do you know what that means? It'll go down really well with my community and the country over here. It's to do with soccer, but anyway. But no, for me, in terms of the project, Aaron, I think we've covered some really good ground there, and I'm really happy to get this information out to your audience and to take us across, out of the UK. We've got investors all over, and over in the UAE and Asia and stuff as well. But we're very sort of UK populated at the moment, and obviously we're trying to get around the whole world. So I think it's it's really exciting for us
You
to
know,
do
when I
this
asked you
video.
that question, I saw your brain think, like, okay, what are all the secrets that I've gotten? I saw it. I saw it in your brain. I was like,
I give it away too much. It's my
dude,
poker.
you
I've
got
got
a
to do my
terrible
poker
poker
face.
face or something. I was like, oh, he's thinking about a whole bunch of stuff right now. Give me your best kept secret. You don't want to give you everything, of course. I know you got to keep it secret. But like, what is something?
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. See, look at you. You're worming this out of me. So this goes back to my company upstairs. Real world use of blockchain technology. So this isn't cryptocurrency as such, but this is what Summit BC is going to do. So whatever happens, we'll be supporting the Koda token. So Koda is going to be involved one way or another. We're looking to use blockchain technology to verify some transactions. I mean, we do like hundreds of jobs a day, like up to 500-600 jobs in the summer upstairs for pest control. So we want to just do like the first use of real blockchain technology in the pest control industry.
Yeah.
Madness,
Awesome.
right? Mind blowing. But yeah, that's very early stages in terms of
You
more of a
know,
thought at the
I
moment
should have
than
figured that too. You mean like if you spend so much time building up one of the best pest control companies in the UK, no doubt you're gonna immediately go like, okay, how does this operate in pest control? Because that's been your world for so long. I'm just so from my point of view, I'm a pastor. And so, like, I'm into blockchain and crypto. I'm like, how does this work in the church world? You know what I mean? Like, so, like, it's just the natural evolution. Like, all these
yeah.
people are going to start piling in
Yeah.
with all this experience from different industries. They're going to learn blockchain. You know, they're going to be cryptoed, and then they're going to be like, they're going to take it back into those major industries. So, I want to wish you the best of luck. I got one last question for you, and I'm going to wind everything down. Hey, out of a sea of cryptos, a sea of swaps and inspiring tokens and projects out there, give me the last ditch effort, last pitch, why I should be investing you and in Koda Token. Before you answer, if you watch this far in the video, I really want to thank you. Check out all their links. They're in the description down below. Check them out for yourself. I'm not promoting here. You could see, like, I am like digging into James, and he has been handling me like a pro. If you want to explore the cryptocurrency world with me and along with a whole bunch of other cowboys, hit the subscribe button down below, notification bell, of course, and of course, give us a like button because this is work. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate you guys, and we are here just trying to make a great video for you, the most information. And so if you're a generous person, you want to help grow this channel, we would be super grateful. Again, make sure that you check out Koda Token. It's all links in the description. Koda cryptocurrency. All right, James, back to you. One last ditch effort. Someone who's watched this far into this video is like right on the edge of investing in Koda and probably investing in big ways. Give us one last ditch effort why we should be investing in you amongst a whole other bunch of tokens.
Cool. We're a brand new project, 6 weeks in, massive aspiration, 45 people strong, the most creative team that I could ever imagine, development team that are blowing even my mind being a developer, and everything we do is based around trust and educating so crypto on crypto through education and ease of use. There we go.
Awesome. Honestly, my honest opinion on these guys, on James, if you're still watching, on who James is and Koda, is that I fundamentally agree with all of these principles. I fundamentally, and if you watch my channel at all, you know that I believe in a very trustworthy and transparent, I would say transparent or trustworthy philosophy in business and in crypto. I believe that education is key. That's why I do these videos. And ease of use. I like to keep it stupid simple. Little lizard brain. Remember, guys, we have little lizard brain. Don't overthink things. We just want to just get things done, right? So if you're still this far, check out Koda Token. Check out all the descriptions, guys. We're gonna have little lizard brains, gorilla arms, and diamond hands exploring together the wild west of cryptocurrency. James, thanks for being in the hot seat, guys. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. We'll see you on the moon.